Thanks for waiting, everyone, and this is Just Like Glitter.
Alrighty. Zipping from this to that, talking a mile a minute without an adequate filter. When you finally stop, do you have to do this? Do you regret this? Do you ever rest? Racing through leisure activities and chores, not stopping when you get the chance to just listen. Do you have to do this? Do you see what you miss? Do you ever rest? There's joy in it. There is accomplishment. There is even love slamming around the edges. But can you make it the very center? When I work more hours than I can count for something truly important to me, for something rewarding and others saving, then is when I finally understand why you do not rest. When you deserve and need it, why you never rest.
Choices was not lost on us, but every choice made, every year passed, is a door closed. Sometimes real, sometimes imagined, always a door. The multitude of choices was not hidden from us, but it also meant so many open doors to close. So many willing twists, some in what we failed to do, plenty slamming shut when we did not resist. The strength in choices is ours to wield, but the catch was felt, as so many doors closed around and behind us.
I want to beg, but I've learned to be quiet. Don't ignore what she's been through. Just because you've been in an entirely different universe of rocks and heartbreak places. Scared is always scared. Lost is always lost. And rocks are always rocks. I want to beg, but I've learned to listen. Don't ignore her fear. Just because you would do what she does, much differently. With or without money, with or without illness, with or without school, with or without smoking, or pre-calculus, or hookups, or labels, or 20 pounds, or swimsuits, or by curiosity, or manga, or frenemies. Heartbroken is always heartbroken, and rocks are always rocks.
You don't have to walk around with your eyes up to the ground and tell me you're happy for me. I know you care, but you don't have to hide it. Don't hide the hurt that we can't see. So many hurt people hurt people. It's tired and true. The vicious cycle goes on and on. Just tell me, what do you hate the most about it? Don't care how happy I am, I want to know. What's stopping you from getting to sleep? Don't care how heavy it is, just lean it on me. What do you wish that you could tell her? Wish that you had screamed and wish that you had done differently. I want you to live, and that means I give. You can be happy for me when you're healing for you.
Gotta put it in perspective. It's never too late to change. I wouldn't have really believed that, though, when I was in your place. Things can seem dark. Try not to hide under the covers or you'll miss it when the light sneaks in. Gotta pity the rude ones. You know they're hurting, but wired. How wounded would you be before you judge the other one who's always here and tired? Things can seem cruel. Try not to scowl at the screen for too long or you'll miss it when the change sneaks in.
We're alone together, experiencing all the same blips, glitches, and feelings. We are apart, united, trying to let go and hold on correctly. We're all under the same wave of blues, news, and non-normals. We thought it was shallow at first. 7 feet of water feels deeper when you drown in it. And the mind is excellent at dragging up old words for us to lay on. The mind racing obstinately, asking you to survive, to find an outlet, to find a solution. None of us is better than the other at that. Distance is always distance, and surviving is always enough.
I've learned that the world will not end because you love the opposite poles of it. The ground will stay under your feet, even when north and south can't look at each other. Unconditionally isn't only a trap. If you mean it, it's a promise that you can stop any more hurt. Love the people you love, even if there's no way that you will love each other, that they will love each other. The end is not in sight. Only a small corner of the world is.
Why did November convince us to retreat from regrets we traded in years ago? Can't a cold month just let us continue on down the rainy paths we know? Cook the storm and crunch the leaves to keep the month from swallowing you. Call a friend and tell them that the world's not ending. You'll bring stew. Does this month make you want to settle as much as it makes you want to sleep? I can't judge you anymore for trying too hard to keep every little jagged piece of energy in your sight, no matter the cost. I try to focus on now. It seems that now is already web spun and lost.
DIY sunshine. Yank yourself up by the to-do list, hun. Pull off your funk by its hair and be done. It's too early to really give up on this. 100 will start, 99 will fail. You'll be the one. Yank yourself up by the backpack, love. The weight on you only needs a 10-hand shove. Just hold it until you find the other 8. The day doesn't feel young, but it is. You aren't too late. Thank you all so much for coming. We'll have a brief question and answers period, and I'll be checking the comments, or also Caleb will, because I rely on my stage managers heavily. And we'll answer any questions you all may have. Thank you so much for being here.
So yeah, if anyone has any questions, you can put them in the Zoom chat. There should be a chat option down on the control bar, or on Facebook Live. Chloe, do you have the Facebook Live pulled up?
I sure do now.
Okay. So you can take questions from there and I'll take questions from in here. Okay. We have a question from, well, I'm not going to say their name on here, but we have a question. How long did it take you to write all of these poems?
So I guess my best answer to that is,
Wasn't it a 4-year time frame?
yeah, I started in 2016, and I'm still adding to it. So um, I might stop this at 4 years, but yeah, I spend about 4 or 5 days on each one, just getting it exactly the way I want it. But yeah, thank you so much for asking that question.
And these aren't all the poems in the collection, right?
No, I have 46, and this was 9.
All right, we have a question. Where do you get your inspiration for writing these poems?
So I would say thanks for that question also. That's a great question. Everything. Um, Definitely I like to write about groups of friends, and I like to write about yeah, I just like to spend a lot of time writing things down about moving and going from high school to college and beyond, and events in everything. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope you have a lovely day and write some poetry.
It can be a great way to create art just individually.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
it doesn't take as much of a, there's no limit for how long or short it needs to be, and that's why I love it. So,
and no right or wrong way to do it.
yeah.
Anyway,
All right. Well, I'm going to tell the whole audience that I love this cast, even though this group of readers, whatever we are, just so that, we've got it on the record there.
we love you too, Chloe.
It's documented. We're good. Love ya.
Okay, everyone have a lovely evening. If you have more questions and put them on the Facebook event, I will just answer them way after the fact because, thank you so much for coming.